In the words of Keith Churcher, there's something very unique about Manston, and perhaps if the Disco Twins spent some time there, just taking in the atmosphere, absorbing the unique landscape, they might think about their standpoint differently. That would be great.
You applaud as much as you like. We'll work together. You are not going to divide us on this. People said this was an election issue. People said they're playing a game. Well, we are playing a long game to get this airport open. Yes! As I said on television just now, there is no plan B. So people can come and go and say what they like about blue sky plans drawn up in a hurry to try to prove that something else can happen. We know what we want, we know what the country wants, we know what Kent wants, and we know what Planet wants. I told Steve Donato from River Oak that this was going to take place tonight, and I knew there'd be quite a few of you here. And Steve and his team have sent a message, and if I read it without proper reading glasses, I'll do my best. It says, to Manston Airport staff and their families, on this 1-year anniversary of the closure of Manston, our feelings are mixed. We're sad that it's been a year since so many people lost their jobs, and we're probably not able to truly comprehend the depth of emotion that has been felt locally by so many. On the other hand, the efforts that you have all made to work through the obstacles over a year's time are nothing short of remarkable. Watching the way that you've used the various tools of democracy, including peaceful protest, social media, and ultimately your statement at the ballot box, has been inspirational. For those efforts and for the personal support you've provided to the future of Manston, we, River Oak, are forever grateful. While the momentum has certainly shifted, we realise, as you do, that there's a long way to go. Aviation hub with skilled jobs, a much-needed reliever airport for the crowded London airspace, a living testimony to the strength and courage of the Battle of Britain generation, and a centre for the broader economic development of Thanet. We have stood with you, as you have stood with us, for over a year now, and we assure you that we plan to take the pursuit of the airport to the very end. We look forward to working with you to make this dream a reality for all. Kindest regards, and it's signed Stephen Donato, George Yarrell, Neil Lawler, and Tony Freudman, who's with us this evening.
It's quite emotional because I got to know a lot of the Manston staff that works this unit. I got to spend the preceding weeks before the airport closed time with them to understand how the business works and just what a family those guys were. The people that worked in the airport are Manston Airport. They are what made the airport what it was. They gave it dedication without any funding, without any help. Sometimes what Manston was will never be the same. The staff that worked there, the family that was there, that will never be the same. That has been lost, that has been destroyed forever. Make this stand and say no. We're not interested in you guys making a profit from an airport. What we're interested in doing is having pride in this area and have an airport which has skilled jobs and will provide a sustainable future for people, and will train these people to do something which nobody else can do. These people can work abroad from here. Planet can take pride and say, we did that, we provided that, we had these skilled workers and they do jobs that nobody else can do. You've got something amazing in Planet, and in the time that I've been in this area working with the campaign, you guys are absolutely amazing. I don't know anybody else, supporters or anything like that have got the same dedication as you guys. Sadly, Blackpool Airport, which I will mention, are going through exactly the same thing. Yeah. They need a helping hand, and unfortunately Alistair Welsh has also got his hand in taking that airport down. Join together on that one, try and help them. But to me, today is about the tragic loss of those staff, and that will never come back. That's lost forever. I'm just glad they're here, but hopefully the new generation of people that go in there will inspire and will take Manston to the next level. For me today, this is my last act of duty for Manston Airport because I have work commitments and I also have family. I need to concentrate at 102%, so it's a very sad day for me as well, unfortunately. I've done my bit. Thank you very much for your support in this.
Thank you, Keith.
Ladies
and gentlemen, if I may say a couple of words, many thanks for putting your trust in me to get me elected for South Thanet. And I've been, I think, to just about every single meeting I could come to since the closure a year ago. And I can say in any other part of the country, I think people would have walked away and said, well, that's it, it's all over. But you've had the resolve to stay together, to actually fight for this place, because I think the best of this place is yet to come. And this isn't just a political issue. I'm very pleased across the, we now have a different political divide, but I think it's a more positive one, that you've got myself and Sir Roger at the heart of government fighting for this place, and you now have a very sympathetic local council in the face of a UKIP administration, backed up, I'm sure, on this issue by the Conservatives on Thanet District Council. So together, we've got a unique opportunity to get this place running. So we're going to be here again, we're going to keep on fighting. Sir Roger and myself will be bashing on the doors of government until this place is up and running. For the people we really need to thank, who could have walked away at an early stage because it all looked rather difficult, are River Oak. They're staying with this, they've given us their commitment, they are going to stay with this until there's an outcome that we want for Thanet. And I've always said, how on earth would you have a busy city and close down a bridge? And that's what is being considered for this place. You wouldn't do it in any other country, and it's not going to happen to us here in Thanet. So I'm with you all the way, and I do wish the new administration well, because it's in their hands to mount the CPO. So well done.
Sorry.
I loved your letter. This is the little girl who wrote the letter to Anne Globe. Lovely. We will get it open, I'm sure. Okay. Right. Kathy and Ian Oliver, and they are staunch supporters of the airport.
The idea is to join them for coffee when the airport reopens in the not too distant future.